good indeed. And this morning, my love, I am feeling on top of the world. Why? Last night, I was reminded yet again why Gert Johan Coetzee is the best in the game. Is there fashion without him in South Africa? I think not, okay? I am talking about an award-winning king who has allowed South African fashion to grow beyond even just the African continent. Having dressed the likes of Oprah Winfrey and Kelly Rowland, he is somebody who is known for his glamorous looks, but also body-conscious looks. At the very same time, he's someone who takes creativity to a whole different level. And this is why he made his debut at London Fashion Week recently. And this is where we get to celebrate him. Everyone, let's welcome Gert Johan Coetzee.
Wow. What an introduction. Oh, my goodness.
True. How are you, my amazing human?
I have to be honest, I'm kind of like on a buzz because last night's show was incredible. I mean, it's so nice to be showing the collection in London and then to bring it back home to show it to the beautiful South African audience. It was mind-blowing. We haven't slept. We only finished unpacking like 4 o'clock, so I didn't see the point of going to bed. So I literally showered, got dressed up, and I'm here now.
I love it. And you know what, Gert? I keep on every single time seeing your work, and it reminds me of what a real gift is. Because that always is where you're able to level up over and over again without ever faltering, and that is exactly who you are. And this is why I want to take it to the beginning. Talk to us about the very first break that you ever had. You know, how long have you been in this industry, and how long did it take to get to where you are right now?
So, professionally, I'm 14 years professionally, but I've done this my whole life. Since like 6 years old, I've been sewing and designing and things. So it's wonderful to have had this long career that I've had.
Yeah.
So it's been wonderful. But for me, I always wanted to show my talent to the globe, to a global audience. And that for me was so amazing to be able to show it at London Fashion Week this year.
Oh, man.
I wanted to show the world who I am as a designer and what Africa has got. I collaborated with crafters. I collaborated with so many beautiful people because I also wanted to brag a little bit.
Yes, honey.
In London, of not what I'm just capable of, but what us as South Africans are capable of. And just really showing off the skills that we have here. And to bring that back to a local audience, for me, was just so special because this is where I came from.
Exactly. And Gert, listen, last night when I was watching, I was in awe of you from the beginning where you played that short film into all of the different looks. I was just like, who is Gert? And how does he keep on just showing us and blowing us away that like he is genuinely the #1 in the game? And this for me is why I have to ask you, because you've got so many different looks from over the years. What's your favorite?
Whew, you know what? I have to say, I've got so many favorites.
Yes.
But working with Miss Oprah Winfrey and meeting her and dressing her and being on her shopping list.
Yes.
I mean, that is the dream. She is such inspiration to all of us. I'm sure we all listen to Super Soul Sundays.
Of course.
You know?
It's Oprah.
It's Oprah.
Yes.
She's inspired all of us. So for me, that was a real feather in my cap. But I mean, there's so many favorite pieces. The showstopper last night for me was, I have to say, my best work.
Yes.
It took 8 ladies, 8 months. I collaborated with crafters in Mpumalanga.
Yeah.
And for me, I wanted to create a garment that took so long because I wanted the beads to kind of get charged with the energy of the ladies that made it. I could just imagine the conversations that they had over those 8 months, the ups and the downs. And that dress on the runway really showcased all of their really hard work.
Can you describe the dress for anyone who isn't able to see it right now?
They should go look on my Instagram.
I love it.
But it was completely made of beads. There's no fabric whatsoever. The dress weighs about, I think about 18 kilograms.
I saw that dress.
But it was completely handmade. And I think also it's fun to make things that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bag of beads and now it's a dress. I mean, that for me is such a thrill.
It was so beautiful. I think just how they found the different patterns to come together and the colors. Because from what I remember, it's like a little bit of a blue and an orange.
Yes, it's all really African, but also not. So it's almost like a bit of a tartan, but it's African at the same time.
Love
and that is how I wanted to almost like redesign the African aesthetic. Especially showing it on such an international platform like London. You kind of have to bring your A game because the world was watching and they did.
And talk to us about that. You now getting to London Fashion Week, your debut. What did it genuinely, do for you? But also, what were the emotions you were feeling when you got there and also when you saw your work?
I learned so much. I learned that I'm so grateful for my team in South Africa. Last night's show took about my personal team was about 16 people.
Wow.
In London, it was me and my husband.
No.
And one assistant.
God, don't
They did
lie.
that whole show. So it was hard. It was probably one of the hardest things I've done because the collection, I showed it last week Sunday night. It had to get wrapped up Sunday night. It had to get packaged, labeled to get picked up the next day to come back to South Africa. And it still got stuck in customs.
No!
Guys, Wednesday night, 8:30, the collection arrived at my studio in Bryanston.
Oh my goodness.
After phoning everybody to get it released from customs, because imagine the drama. But we luckily had a plan B, but that was stressful.
Yeah.
So I had a stressful few days, but the collection was beautiful last night.
Yes.
I'm so happy that you were there, and I'm so happy that everybody watched.
Oh, and Gert, we are happy that we were there, just to be able to yet again just marvel at you and your work.
Bags. I mean, I've been on this show so many
Honey.
times talking about this bags that's coming. I'm going to Italy studying bags. I came from Italy. I was in Italy studying bags.
Yes.
Now, finally, people have seen what I learned in Italy and what the skills that I brought home and transferred to craft this year.
I love that. And you just answered my question. I was going to ask what's next. So it's all about Gert not just being in his bag, but having the bags.
But what's next is so many things.
Yes.
I've got such a full schedule. Lots of things I can't talk about, but October is a full month for us with 2 different collaborations. I'm doing 2 very exciting collaborations.
Yes.
Then I'm going all the way to Nigeria Fashion Week. As we speak, the collection is packed up and is on its way. Half of it's going to LA, the other half is going to London.
Sana.
So the collection's already not in South Africa anymore. Or on its way to the airport, I would hope. So that is happening with the collection, but I'm doing 2 very exciting collaborations. And then in November, I'm showing at Nigeria Fashion Week. So that is fun. And then in December, people, can we just hold on to your wallets. In December, I'm doing something that nobody will ever expect me to do. So that's also very exciting.
I mean, that's what you always do. And this is why we love you and we appreciate you.
I don't want you guys to get comfortable. You must think you know me and then you don't. So.
Oh, Gert, confuse the enemy. The enemy will never confirm
Never
him.
know when I'm
ever.
up my sleeve.
Thank you so much, Gert. I feel like you are a national treasure.
you.
We've been hearing about you for years upon years, but the fact that you are still at the top of your game, that
And sorry
is
if I'm not
unbelievable.
my best today. I'm
You
very
are.
tired.
We love you.
I tried my best to be here today.
No, you are here and you are at your best always just by you being
And I was
yourself.
seeing you talking about Tropica.
Yes.
Your body is in such good shape. I'm busy gymming.
Stop it!
Next season, it's going to be me on
It's
that
gonna-
show. We'll meet in
in
wherever
the
it's
next
gonna be.
island.
Yes.
This is why I love Gert. He doesn't just stick to the fashion. He knows good things as well, like Tropica Island of Treasure. Thank you very much. But beautiful Expresso family. Like he said, go and check it out on his Instagram as well as where the collection is going next. It could be anywhere in the world because we're talking about an international designer and just creative genius. It is always so lovely to be able to celebrate our people, and this is what we love. Right about now, though, I do need to check in on Cape Town. What's happening, my gorgeous peeps? Graham, are you still good?